Hi, my name is Chip Parker. I am a foreclosure defense attorney from Jacksonville, Florida. Today I'm going to talk to you about the significance of an assignment of mortgage as it relates to your foreclosure case. Now, if you've been served with a foreclosure complaint, number one, you need to go talk to an attorney right away. You only have 20 days from the date of service to file a responsive pleading. But let's talk about what the plaintiff is going to have to prove in the foreclosure case. Number one thing the plaintiff's going to have to prove is that it owns the right to proceed forward with the foreclosure. If you look at the plaintiff and that plaintiff isn't the same entity from which you borrowed the money, that means that your loan was subsequently sold. But the question is, was it done properly? Two things must occur in order to transfer ownership of a home loan, and that is the transfer of the note and the transfer of the mortgage. Now, what is a note and what is a mortgage? Well, a note is just an underlying obligation. It's a naked obligation, no different than a credit card debt or a medical bill. A mortgage is a security blanket that wraps around the note and gives it security. What that mortgage says is, in the event that I default under the terms of the note, you're not going to have to track me down and find my assets to satisfy that note. You're going to be able to take this dirt. You're going to be able to take this piece of property that I have pledged to you as collateral. So, the you can only foreclose if you own both the note and the mortgage. Well, how do you become the owner of a mortgage? It's very, very simple. There is a document called an assignment of mortgage, which is executed by the originator and in the favor of the subsequent purchaser. Now, in most cases, including your complaint, if you look at the attachments to your complaint, there's probably a 90% chance that there is no assignment of mortgage attached to the complaint. That is not in and of itself fatal, but it should raise a red flag if that assignment of mortgage, which is typically only one page long, if that assignment of mortgage had been executed, why didn't they attach it? Well, chances are the assignment of mortgage wasn't yet executed. And if the assignment of mortgage isn't executed at the time in which the foreclosure is commenced, then the plaintiff may not even have the right to foreclose at all. That's very significant, and you could seek a judgment on the pleadings or something of the sort that will allow you to dismiss the foreclosure and seek fees against the plaintiff. Now, what's interesting is that in many cases, the plaintiff will get an executed assignment of mortgage after the fact, after the filing of the complaint. This is a fatally defective assignment because you can't retroactively assign a mortgage after the commencement of a case and make it effective as of the date of the filing. I mean, there's some case law that says you can, but it's really, there are a number of technical aspects that the plaintiff is going to have to follow to make it good, and quite frankly, they don't do it correctly. So one of the things that you will find in your foreclosure is that after you file, if you didn't see an assignment of mortgage attached to the complaint, they'll be filing one that was post-dated, that is dated after the filing of the complaint. Now, one of the things that you or your lawyer really needs to do is take a good look at that assignment. And I'll give you an example why. I have a case pending right now. It's actually going to a hearing in a couple of days. And in that case, an assignment of mortgage was executed by Vice President of Wells Fargo, which made sense because Wells Fargo was the originator. But after just a little investigation, what I found out was the person that executed that assignment of mortgage was actually an attorney working for the plaintiff's law firm. And that attorney stated under oath that she was the vice president of Wells Fargo. Well, this is an actual fraud. Now, I don't really know how the judge is going to rule in this case, but as a lawyer, it's shameful that that lawyer would execute an assignment of mortgage as the vice president of a bank when that lawyer really is employed by the plaintiff's law firm. And what's more significant, that lawyer passed the bar in 2004, literally 4 years before the assignment of mortgage. That's quite an advancement from a neophyte lawyer to vice president of a major bank in 4 years. But it's a sham and it's a fraud. So you have to study any assignment of mortgage. Look at who signed it. Google that person. Look them up on Facebook and LinkedIn and on all of these other social network sites. Look them up, because the first place you should look is going to be the plaintiff's law firm. Go to your bar. Like in Florida, you can go to floridabar.org and click Find a Lawyer and type in the name of that lawyer, and you'll most likely find, or type in that name, and you'll most likely find that that lawyer is in fact working for the plaintiff. So, the significance of the assignment of mortgage, it is an indispensable part of being able to prove that you have the right to foreclose on a home. My name is Chip Parker. My email address is parker@jackslawcenter.com. If you have any questions or would like for me to review your case, feel free to drop me an email. Thank you.